It's Clara McHugh. It's you. That's a beautiful, absolutely beautiful song, and the voice is so matured this last few years, which is great to see, and the songwriting, the harmonies, and everything. I just love that. So well done, Clara. So it's available on all the platforms. Check it out, and it's great. One of them great songs that you can listen to, lovely, with good set of headphones on or a good stereo system. So well done indeed. Anyway, we move on and we welcome our very first guests. We say hello to Declan McLaughlin and Jennifer Kelly. You're both welcome.
Jimmy and Paul, thank you for having us.
You're very welcome. How's things with you?
All's good. I was trying to figure out, it must be about 5 or 6 years since I was on the last time.
Easy.
Aye.
Because we take COVID as a break and we go, you haven't been here since COVID, and COVID's away a couple of years.
That's right. So it's that long ago.
How's things been for you?
All right, all good. I still swinging the hammer, as they say.
Yes.
I have, like I say, I have a new album ready to come out, and I kind of tried to keep busy over the COVID thing, but it has been kind of hard to get back into the swing yet. So what I've been doing is looking to get back out playing again. So this new album's about
of course.
Kick
in the backside.
Just what I needed to kind of get back out. So I'm kind of looking at places where I'm going to start playing, and so I'm kind of happy with the record, and we're ready to go.
That's good. And Jennifer, yourself, you've teamed up with this man. Mm-hmm. And what's your own background in music?
Well, I did a music degree, but I haven't really done much with it.
Have you not?
No, I haven't. No, I've just kind of kept it as a hobby. You know, during COVID as well, I would have picked up the guitar and started playing that. I'd never played the guitar before that, so COVID was a chance to kind of learn something new.
How did you find that, to learn the guitar?
Well, you know, it helps having a bit of musical background, and I'm a big fan of a musician called Laura Marling.
Yeah.
And during COVID, she put on these live tutorials of her songs and showed you how to play them. You know, had all the tablature for you. So I'm a massive Laura Marling fan, so that was just ideal for me, and I just learnt how to play her songs during COVID from those.
And you picked it up on the guitar?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I have a guitar in the house, a beautiful emerald guitar, and I pick it up all the time, but I just something doesn't click right for me. I can't. I'd love to really do. I'd just play it.
You have to stick. You have to get through that pain of the sore fingers.
Pick something simple.
30.
Start simple is the way they kind of do it. I always find and I don't think things have to be too complicated. I think if you overcomplicate things, you put yourself off it.
I'll tell you what, Declan, if I ever get to play it, it'll not be complicated to me. It's getting the fingers sore. But
clapping won't be losing any sleep, will I?
I'll have nightmares. No, it's always something I wanted to do. You know, I flute away and strum away and things. But anyway, I'll get there someday, you know. I can hold a guitar.
Plenty of time.
I can hold a guitar like the best of them, you know. But anyway, come here, we're going to get a piece of music first anyway, and then we'll chat more, because I'm looking forward to having a good chat. So first up for us, Declan.
Right, what we're going to do is, because me and Jennifer have just started playing together, we'll do one of the new ones that we have just written. This is a song called The Brightest Flame. Just again, kind of over COVID, and I'm at that age where I kind of grew up around the kind of dance music and all that kind of stuff, and now you're a bit older, you're seeing all the damage that was done, you know, that I think just being teenagers. So the song kind of deals with that.
Brilliant.
Ready?
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You stood by the window, still looking like you didn't care. And I searched your reflection, but couldn't find anyone there. No light in your eyes, like back in the day, when the music was so good it could blow you away. And now that I've seen you, I know that there's no one to blame. And I've heard all the stories, your father ended up the same. For all that he had, you were something to lose. Brought up on house music, dancing in second-hand shoes. And we danced over old barricades. At the end of the night, flame that burns brightest is always the quickest to fade. The last time we partied, I seen that the dream had gone wrong. The music was jumping, but you couldn't hold on. Oh, your face looks like everything's broke, all twisted on cheap council coke. And we stood there smiling, and you just went up in smoke. And all of the nightmares these kids, they know nothing about. Like you sleep in a room where the lights will never go out. Oh, I wish I had the faith I'd teach you to pray, that the voices you hear in the dark tell you it's okay. And we dance, dance, dance to the tunes that you made. At the end of the night, they'd turn on the lights. You could see the high price you had paid. For the flame that burns brightest is always the quickest to fade. And sometimes I'll walk past the old clubs, but everything's changed. The music's no good and the drugs just ain't the same. But the doormen still call out your name. They ask, are you still in the game? They all seen you shining and want you to come back again. And we'll dance, dance, dance all these troubles away. Our hands in the air like we didn't care, but some of us called it a day. For the flame that burns brightest is always the quickest to fade. And you were the brightest of lights in the darkest of days.
Yes, lovely. That's my first time to hear that. That's brilliant. Really.
That's
brilliant.
just out of the box.
Is that right?
That's just brand new. So.
And tell me this: who does the songwriting? Is that a collaboration? Oh, it's not Jennifer, no.
No, I'm no songwriter. No, I leave that to professional. I leave that to Declan.
Good stuff.
Well, I can't have been doing it a long time, so.
Come here. You have been in the music. Many albums. You about 10 albums
Oh no! Well, me on my own. This is the 5th album
on your own.
On my own, and then I had because a lot of people would kind of know of me from the whole Tribe Sings.
Of course, you were back together there, weren't you?
We done a gig there last
Nerve Centre.
In the Nerve Centre. Just
how'd that go?
Weeks. Hey, it was great having because everybody was back. Like Tomas, the trumpet player, he lives in America now, and the boys are all scattered all over the place. So
Paddy, didn't we?
Paddy was there. It was a good night. It was a good crack. It was good.
I heard you saw me Mark Patterson. And that I thought, what that would be some night's crack, you know.
I suppose it was a good night, and the place was jammed too. So there was plenty of money made for the charity and stuff.
Good stuff.
Take kids away to Disneyland.
Is that what it was for?
Wally and Paddy work with an organisation called Tuned In, and they do a lot of stuff with kids with special needs. So that's what it was for. It was for them to take a load of kids away and kind of respite.
Do you know what? I know it's probably logistically you have to work at it and all, but it's an easy one to do, like for yourself. You know, you're making money and there's a buzz there, like.
Oh, and because it was 20 years since the last time we had played.
Oh, is that right?
So there was, that's what I was saying. As there was people at that show that weren't even born the last time we stood on the stage.
Would you? Did it spark up, or
again?
You just...
Everybody's scattered doing their own. Like Wally has a fairly, a fairly successful solo career. I'm doing my thing. Paddy's always doing his thing. Dougal's part of a choir, and Johnny Nutt has always kept playing as well, So everybody's doing their own thing. I think the band thing, you get to a certain age, and the band thing becomes a chore. And we lived in the States for the guts of 5 years, and you know it was just if you weren't playing, you were spending, so you had to keep playing all the time. So that took the kind of fun out of a lot of it. But and saying that, it was
It turns it into work.
Aye, and that was I didn't get involved in music to do any work.
No, I get you. I know what you're saying.
But aye, so that's so everybody's kind of doing their own thing.
Aye.
And it's been, fairly decent at it. I think because the standard of songwriting in the band was so good with the whole tribe, I think that has stood everybody else, so it's...
What about the Bun Lads?
Oh, that's a long time ago.
Aye.
Well, that was me, Paddy and Dougal. And that's what happened was that was the kind of the kind of very early 90s. And we were just kind of punky folk group.
Aye.
And what had happened was we kind of, as more people joined the Bun Lads, we decided then we would change the name. So that was where the whole tribe come out of. And we got Tomas McShann from Belfast, who was the trumpet player, and Wally Wallace and Johnny Nutt. So, and then we get the kind of deal then with Guinness for the song and the States, and that's what we done. We just kind of packed up the money that we got. Like Guinness bought like 30 seconds of the song Happy, so they were going to start using it as an ad in America.
Yes.
So we thought there's no point in us being hanging around the streets here, so we packed up and moved out first to Chapel Hill in North Carolina, and then from there to Hartford in Connecticut.
Aye.
And then I went down. I was in Brooklyn then for a wee while.
And tell me this: did did that Guinness thing help you use
Oh
as a
yes,
band?
it did. Because at the time, Guinness, or I think there was a big push just by Guinness, because they were doing Guinness, they were doing Smithwick's, they were doing Harp, and they were also tied into these huge big Guinness oyster festivals. So we got to play all of these as well, so that was a good idea.
How did that come about? Pure chance, or?
What had happened was we had recorded the song Happy. It was a guy from North Carolina called Clinton McKay. He had give us money to go into the studio, and it was a girl who was, you might even know her. I think she might have been married to Luke Kelly. She had a booking agent in Dublin, and she heard the song, and what Guinness put out a call for bands to put stuff on. So she phoned us and she says, look, I think this song will be good. So we sent the song on. We went down and played, and they were over the moon with it, so away we went.
Brilliant.
And, so that was 90, that would have been 98, 99, and then we moved out there, and we were just getting the wheels on the bus when September 11th happened. We were supposed to be playing in New York that night, so we had just left a gig in Washington, and we're making our way to New York when all that happened then in the morning, so.
Wow.
And I think
Did that sort of just put
and we were signed up for a whole pile of tours, after that, so we had to keep going and keep playing.
Have you regrets in that end then? No, or just that's the way it is, or?
No, I think it was one of those things that's just the way the cards
Aye.
lie,
There's a reason, like always.
Aye.
And so you're back, and
Yes. Well, what I done was even after I moved back, I still kept in contact with a lot of people out there, and I kept on recording and writing, and
Aye.
that's what I've done. Like, so the other albums I have just, with different people and different musicians, and that's what I do is I just write stuff in the house, and then I'll bring people in then, and we kind of record about the wee studio at the back of the house. So it'll be friendly with a lot. Like, I know there's a pile of boys on this evening. I would know most of them, so. Like the music scene, I think, in the northwest, between Derry and Donegal's pretty strong
it is.
now.
Well, we see it here, Declan.
I see the show, and the standard of playing is incredible.
It's world class. I've said that, and the artists individually and collectively as groups, like they're amazing, and absolutely no doubt about that. We've seen it the 10 years we're doing this. We've seen a massive change, and as I say, young people are now, they know what they want. And they embrace the social media, which is a big platform as well for them, and it's it's great, and long may it continue, But the album anyway is called My Northern Soul.
Yes.
And does it feature Northern Soul?
Well, it kind of does, because the kind of lot of stuff that I write is kind of soul. I love brass. And I love kind of high-end piano stuff. So a lot of it's more kind of a wee bit more upbeat than what I usually do, because when I'm kind of writing and I have got that bigger scope that you're going to go into the studio, I can think about drums and I can think about brass and I can think about all that other stuff. Where when you're out kind of doing it live, now you have to be able to kind of do everything on the fly.
Well, tell me this, as a songwriter, and I always ask this, are you, do you sit down and say, right, if an album to do, I'm going to write 11 songs for it? Or do you say...
You've always got that in your head. You're always working towards the next album.
Right.
That's what you're doing. You're always trying to plug away at songs, and you're always thinking you need 11 songs finished. You need 11 songs completed.
Do you keep them on one topic, kind of a thing?
No, but you will find after a couple of years of looking back, you'll realise that 3 or 4 songs that you wrote around the same period of time are all linked. You know,
Yes.
there's a theme that runs through it that you didn't even see at the time. You know, sometimes it takes a wee bit of time for a song even to kind of tell you what it's about.
And by saying that, does it? Are you? Is your songwriting sort of gauged by the kind of what's going on in your life at that particular time, or do you just generally?
I would kind of do a lot of stuff from kind of my subconscious, you know, just kind of what I would do is I'd sit down and kind of work on a couple of chords, try to get a melody line, and then just throw words and stuff over the top of it. You know, you would start off with gibberish, and then what happens then is you'll get maybe like a bit of a chorus and a bit of a verse, and what you do is you just keep working that, and you just keep adding.
It's like a baby, just you're growing from the.
Like, I'm not one of these people can sit down and write. You know, I know people who can sit down and write a song in 5 or 10 minutes.
Of course.
I can't do that. I work over songs for months and months.
So you're obviously a person who has a load of songs sitting there.
Yes, always. Aye.
And do you pull back on them all the time? And
Aye. That's what you would do. You know what I mean? Like, I would have stuff on my phone and have kind of dictaphones and stuff like that. I'm always kind of trying to catch wee bits and pieces of songs.
How long have you been at the music business?
Because my dad was a musician, I've kind of been reared on it. My mum and dad played in bands as well, you know, so my father would have been the bass player with a band called Leroy Brown.
Aye.
Who would have been a fairly big, they were kind of
they
at the
were.
tail end of the show band
Yes.
era, so my dad, he was the bass player and run the band, so I kind of grew up climbing over musical gear and going to concerts and, you know, listening to, like, I think, like when people say to you about an apprenticeship, you know, if your dad was a musician, if my dad had been a brickie, I'd ended up a brickie, you know.
Yes,
so,
and that was your apprenticeship.
Aye.
Excellent.
And my dad's crowder from Dunree, you know, so I would have spent my dad's family would have been all musical. My granddad would have played the trumpet. He was from Dunree, so I think that generation there was always a lot of music, you know, and then
Brass band. I have a love for brass band. Well, my mother's side, the whole family was steeped in it, like, you know what I mean. And unfortunately, it stopped here. But I didn't take it on but I love it. I love the sound of it.
But that marching bands and all that stuff, that was so much a big part of kind of rural community.
It was.
You know, it has that. I think maybe the GAA to a certain extent has followed that. But, you know, you see, anytime you lift up these kind of magazines with old black and white photographs,
You're right.
There's always 3 or 4 brass band. You know, the church brass band.
You're right.
Aye.
And I can see, like I say, my granddad, my uncles, my cousins, they were all brass band people, and it's good. Aye, right. I tell you what, we're going to take a commercial break, but we're coming back with another song, and that would be
Going to do a song called Shadows.
after this. Don't go away.
Bryan Adams is back on tour in 2024. Join Highland Radio on our trip to Dublin to see the man himself at the 3 Arena on Tuesday the 21st of May 2024. Your trip includes luxury transfers, bed and breakfast at the 4-star Carlton Hotel Blanchardstown, your standing ticket to the show, and a shopping trip to Dublin city centre the following day. Find out more on the outlet at highlandradio.com or call us on 074 91 25,000.
Well, Grace, how are you today?
I'm good. I've just been down to the Made to Measure Fireplaces showroom in Creasla. They have an incredible selection of over 40 colours for kitchen worktops. And guess what? For a limited time, they're offering a 40% discount on any electric fire when you purchase a worktop there.
40%? That's an amazing deal, Grace.
Absolutely. And trust me, if the discount alone doesn't sway you, their huge selection of fireplaces, stoves, wood pellet burners, beams and stone cladding certainly will.
Contact Made to Measure Fireplaces Creasla on 074 91 38 365 on Facebook, Instagram and on mtmfireplaces.ie.
Teagasc are holding a tillage meeting on Thursday, February 29th at 8 p.m. in Angrinnan Hotel, Burt. Topics include future of Irish tillage industry, winter crop management, and crop options for 2024, and aphid management in cereal and potato crops. Speakers include Andy Doyle, Tillage Industry Ireland, Shay Phelan, Teagasc Crop Specialist, and Louise McNamara, Teagasc Oak Park Researcher. All welcome.
I
I've just had the Eclipse Cinemas experience. Wow, they truly have taken a night at the movies to a whole new level. Amazing recliner chairs, director's lounge VIP room, pizza and hot food served to your seat. Have a glass of wine and enjoy the film on the big screen. Try it for yourself at Eclipse Cinemas Lifford Strabane, where the stars shine brighter. By the way, the pizzas are amazing. You can book your seat anytime at eclipsecinemas.ie.
This is Highland Radio with Paul McDevitt.
I tried the nightclubs and the bars. I searched the alleyways where lonely men will hide their cars. The girls down at the motel are too afraid to say, 'cause we've got mouths to feed and bills to pay. This kind of talk just drives the men away. I tried the station for all the good that would do. It seems their laws don't work for the likes of me and you. I showed your picture and I tried to explain, but you know those dirty cops downtown, they're all the same. You girls have only got yourselves to blame. We're just shadows, we're just shadows in the dark. We're just shadows, lonely souls and broken hearts. I was putting on my makeup when the word came on the news. There's a body in the reservoir, and I knew that it was you. When they took you from the water, your hands and feet were tied. I wonder who you called out for just before you died. I fixed myself up just so I could cry. You talked about Eddie, he was getting out last May. Always said he'd come and get you, take all your pain away. I knew you loved him and you didn't care. The fact he tried to kill you once was neither here nor there. I wonder, was it Eddie who took you way out there? We're just shadows, we're just shadows in the dark. We're just shadows, lonely souls and broken hearts. I still have that picture of us on New Year's Eve. You look so happy in your party dress, and I'm stretched across your knee. We've lightning in our eyes, for this year we'd be free. I'd put down the needle and you'd stop chasing speed. You'll never ever know how much that picture means to me. You'll never ever know how much it means to me. We're just shadows, we're just shadows in the dark.
Yes, absolutely
Thank you.
brilliant. Beautiful voice and singer from a regular listener. Thank you very much indeed. Mickey Duffy. Mickey says, great writing and songs. And Michael Boner says, wow, great song. And Brian McCool, just big heart in it.
Big heart, I'll just go with that.
We'll take the heart. Is that song's on the album?
Yes, no, that's on the last
Previous
album.
one, okay.
The previous one is called "The Path of Most Resistance." It's on that.
Who inspired you as what singer did you sort of look up to?
There's a whole pile of people, but I think when I started, the way that I kind of I know I grew up in a kind of musical house, but the way that I kind of fell into playing music was the traditional sessions. Do you remember Joe Mulhern? And there used to be trad sessions up the stairs in the Dunlow, and if you showed up with a musical instrument,
you were on,
and you get free drink. So me and my mate, we used to go to these sessions every week. So that was kind of how I learned how to play.
And drink.
And I've carried on with both of them. And there used to be a guy there who was a traditional singer called Joe Mulhern. And Joe used to be he wrote a lot of my granny's bun. He was a great kind of humorous songwriter, you know. He was somebody who I looked up to because he was able to kind of deal with very, topical stuff and serious stuff, but he was always able to use humour as a way of kind of addressing serious stuff. So I always admired that. And then I suppose just listening to, anybody who writes for Christy Moore, you know what I mean? I kind of grew up listening to Shane McGowan, Elvis Costello. There's that many people out there.
Elvis Costello, I can get that on your songs.
No, he would be a big influence.
Very good, very good. Jennifer, yourself, what about your own influences?
Me.
Apart from that.
Well, like I was saying about Laura Marling earlier, I'm a lot into the folk, and Joni Mitchell, of course, as well. I would listen to. I like a lot of female singers that have beautiful, and both of them have beautiful voices, and the just singer-songwriters, which is that's the kind of stuff I would listen to mostly.
And are you self-taught on the keyboard, the piano, or?
No, I had lessons when I was at school a long time ago, but this is the first time, just playing with Deccan's, the first time I've kind of played the keyboard where it's not, I don't have sheet music in front of me, and, he's just shouting out chords to me, and
You're going with?
Yeah, and then he might change the chords later if his mood changes.
Right.
And
Keep her on her toes.
It's not straightforward.
That's what you get paid the big money for.
That's it. Well, now, we go back, gigging-wise, are you out for gigs, or what's the story?
Yes, well, there's talk. I'm going to be playing up in the Sunflower up in Belfast.
Oh, very good.
And I think over April there's a show there, and then I'm doing another gig in the Nerve Centre on the 1st of April. There's a Godore Bar reunion gig that night, so there is. So I would have, like I say, I would have played around the Godore a lot. So there's myself and Jeanette Hutton and pile of other bands that are playing at that. So that'll be a good old night as well.
Should be, definitely. Brilliant. And you're on Facebook, I know that.
Oh, I have loads of stuff, and you can if you go to Bandcamp or any of the music sites, you can get the stuff. You can listen to the stuff there, and if people want CDs, just hook me up on Facebook.
The album's not released yet, but
no, I have physical copies of the album, but the online stuff, the record label in the States, they want to do something else out there, so I just get physical stuff done. So I'm banging them out of the back of the boot of my car, so until I get my new fridge freezer.
Very good, I like that. Well, come here, listen, it's been an absolute delight.
Folks, thank you very much for having us. It's great to be back on again. The stuff that these are playing, is incredible.
It's lovely to see you and yourself, Jennifer, and you're welcome back anytime at all. The album is called My Northern Soul. It will be on the platforms, but it'll be a wee while yet.
Yes, I'll be on a month.
If you see this man in the street, or contact him on Facebook, and he'll get an album to you by hook or by crook.
If you want to stick an old tenner under my pocket or anything, that would be
sterling, please. Come here, a final song if you don't mind.
This is a song called Jailbird. I know kind of a lot of stuff that we have done here tonight has been a wee bit kind of doom and gloom, but it's because the kind of keyboards and the guitar works well together.
Yeah.
So this is a song called Jailbird. It's just about how people kind of find it hard to get their lives back together after they get out of jail. Somebody does their time and stuff like that, but society never lets people off. So
right, whenever you're ready.
2, 3, 4. I got out last Christmas. After serving all my time to a world that won't forgive me, though I've long paid for my crime. Those prison guards were laughing as they opened up that gate. There was no one there to meet me, no reason to go straight. And it's hard to swing a hammer when all you've known's a gun. And you like that easy money, 'cause it buys you so much fun. I used to know this girl called Trouble. We used to shoot a little bit of coke. But you know those mixed up orphan girls can never take a joke. She was always milk and honey, someone to treat her good. I was just a junkie saving up to be a hood. 'Cause money buys you freedom and good drugs will get you friends. May the road rise up to meet you. May your party never end. May it never end. I kinda hoped she'd come and meet me, for I took all the blame. But I hear that she's found Jesus. I hope she's born again. For the devil brings a bottle and the good Lord feels the pain and guides you through these wicked streets back to his light again. For life is overrated and death is just a lie. Jesus says he loves her, but so do I, so do I, so do I. And down below the mission, where the lights never go out, I heard somebody whisper, and it sounded like your voice. You said you'd love me till you died. My little bird, don't you cry. We'll sing a jailbird lullaby. We'll sing a jailbird lullaby. We'll sing a jailbird lullaby.
Yes, that's brilliant.
Folks, thank you very much for having us on.
Do you know what? I hung on to every word of that, and I followed the story right through. Brilliant, well written.
Thank you.
Definitely well written. And as I say, Declan McLaughlin and the album will be available shortly. It's called My Northern Soul, and we're looking forward to having a listen. And Jennifer Kelly, thank you both very, very much. An absolute delight. And you'll be back again very shortly.
Yes,
thank you very much. Thank you.
Don't miss the BAFTA award-winning comedian Michael McIntyre's brand new show, Magnificent, at the SSE Arena Belfast on Friday the 31st of May 2024. As always, Highland Radio make it easy for you as we look after all your needs. We will provide luxury transfers, overnight stay at the Clayton Hotel Belfast on a B&B basis, your ticket to the show, shopping time in Belfast City Centre. For more information, go to the outlet at highlandradio.com or give us a call on 074 91 25000. Michael McIntyre in Belfast.
With everything from pedal and electric ride-ons to go-karts and scooters, there's loads of fun guaranteed all year round at Tinny's Toys in Letterkenny. If you have a kid's birthday coming up, see the great choice at Tinny's Toys to make it extra special. Visit Tinny's Toys on Leck Road, Letterkenny, or shop online for express delivery at tinnystoys.com. Tinny's Toys, with so much more than just farm toys.
Do you need a little extra help staying in your home? At Bluebird Care, we offer a wide variety of QMark-approved personalised home care services across Donegal. And our fully trained and committed staff will always meet your care needs with kindness, compassion and dignity. To get your personal home care assessment plan, visit bluebirdcare.ie or call our care team today on 07491 29562 and bring care home.
Aconite is deadly poisonous. And Agatha Christie wrote a story about aconite and killed off one of her people.
Characters in
it, yeah. There's another plant way back at the back, Scofola. It's the plant that they give 007 to get him to tell the truth plant. Yeah. So
That's Down the Garden Path, a new series Wednesday nights on Highland Radio, after the news at 8 p.m.
of Ireland.
Yeah, 5 minutes in front of 9 o'clock on a Monday night sessions, and great reaction there to Declan McLaughlin and Jennifer. Brilliant songwriting, absolutely amazing. But doesn't stop there. It actually goes downhill now. No, I'm only joking. We welcome the Mara. You're welcome, lads.
Hello. How's it going?
Going good. There's 3 of the 5. The RT just couldn't be bothered.
One of them's from Letterkenny too, so that's about it.
Is that right? Hey, just couldn't make the effort.
Can't get the staff these days.
That's wild, eh? Well, listen, to tell you something, if you need a doo-wah, me and Jimmy's available. Come here, boys. Anyway, you're welcome. It's Shane, Ryan and Connell. And Connell or Connell?
Tomato, whatever's easier to remember, man.
Instead of whatever rolls off. Just a quick couple of seconds just to introduce yourselves. How long have you formed?
About 2 years now, do you say? Year and a half, I'd say.
And this has been in my head all weekend, right? Is the Mara, meaning the Mara, as in not yesterday?
See the Mara.
Exactly. I knew it. You see, when I found out you were from Derry, and me being a Stabam man, I said that definitely means the Mara. Not some wild name from a book somewhere that they got. A couple of years formed, and 5 years. And you gigging much?
We're gigging regularly.
Mostly around the town. One in Belfast, and then one in 8th of March now coming in Belfast, but mostly just around the regular haunts Derry.
Do you write your own stuff?
We do.
All original.
Do you collaborate all together, like, or is it one particular song?
They're like John and Paul, them two there, like Brian and Shane.
He's like Jimmy Page, eh?
After a couple of beers, maybe.
Aren't we all? Right, I tell you what, we're going to get into a piece of music, lads, only first. So first up first.
There's a song called I'll Follow the Sun.
First time the first time we actually played this together.
You wrote this yourselves?
No, we wrote it months ago, but first time playing it ever.
Right, well, we're looking forward to this. We have the rights to this now.
Exclusive.
Whenever you're ready, lads, whenever you're ready.
Ready? Go on. 1, 2, 3.
Flashing lights again, light up my life. And as she sings goodbye, I can say I tried to save her light again, light up my life. Hey, I'll follow the sun until the morning comes. I'll follow the sun until the morning comes. Caught between two lies, they make it mine and the world outside again. Light up my life. And as I look through the sky, I can see her name in the flashing lights again. Light up my life. Hey, I'll follow the sun until the morning comes. I'll follow. Hey, I'll follow the sun until the morning comes. I'll follow. Hey, I'll follow the sun until the morning comes. I'll follow.
Absolutely brilliant, lads. Absolutely brilliant. Are you Oasis fans?
Oh, right. It was that quick.
You got it.
I don't mind them myself.
Who else would be in there inspiring you, like music-wise?
Oasis. He's a massive Strokes fan. He's a Strokes.
I'm a
And
Blues
the
head,
Beatles.
like I Rory Gallagher and all that kind of sphere.
Do you?
Things,
It's your.
Is that because of the is that the guitar playing influence, Conor?
It's more than anything, you know. It's what I hear when I listen to old blues stuff like that. But we kind of amalgamate it all, and it works. Well, I hope it works.
You have recorded what, a couple of singles now?
We've 2 singles released now, and we've a few things recorded on various studios on Shane's house, Hub Factory.
Is that where you recorded in your section?
The demos mostly.
The first one that we actually released was produced by a guy, Gordon Raphael. He produced The Strokes.
Yes.
And you know, I was kind of, it was interesting to have somebody at that kind of level.
How did that come about then? Did you ask him?
Shane was.
Eh?
Instagram.
Oh, just messaged him, did you?
Said he loves the song. I'll happily do it.
God.
Just had to pay him £200.
Oh,
But you know what? That's good.
I looked at his net worth, £200. You got off light, Shane.
Hey, in fairness, you did look. And did you find that helped at getting that song recorded with him?
Big learning curve, really, just in terms of what we want ourselves.
It was a nice name to attach ourselves to.
It is.
They dropped me in Highland Radio.
Well, you can. No, it is. You're right. You benefit from that, of course there is. And then you've got his professionalism and his skill, and it gives you that wee insight too. But when you're recording yourself, Shane, are you the main man that looks after that, or is there a lot of work involved in that when you're doing it, or are you just
2 microphones.
and that's it?
That's it.
No adding or no nothing, or just.
Well, there's fake drums as well. We have like a sort of drum machine.
Okay.
going. And then we'll take it to the studio and say this is what we want it to sound like. But better.
Right.
You
I
know
get
what I
you.
mean?
I get you now. Good idea. Do you write often?
Do you?
All the time.
Is that right?
Do you?
I think we have close to 30.
I'd say so. Releasable.
The good, releasable songs like
You have to say it.
That's good going. That's good going. And tell me this, gigging wise, you're out in Bennigan's
We're betting it's Fridays.
It's Friday.
this Friday night,
Humanitas.
and then you're
We're from
you
Belfast.
say you're in Belfast then.
Like
Where did you see you're playing in Belfast, Colin?
it's better ask one of them boys.
You just turn
Deer's Head. I just turn up sometimes.
Sometimes.
Just tell my
Oh no, not another one too. Come here, the Belfast scene's good. Music scene's good for live bands, like.
It's only our second time playing, but we played a gig before Christmas on there.
McHugh's, wasn't it?
McHugh's,
McHugh's. Great wee music spot, you know. It was because Derry's got a great scene, but it doesn't have a lot of kind of outlets for local bands, you know.
For original music, like
For original music, so.
You have 2 or 3
Who's that?
and that's it.
Stevie OC Music. Some good Derry bucks there, Jimmy and Paul. Say hello to the lads from me. Steve, do you know Stevie?
Well, Stevie always likes and comments on
Stephen's
stuff.
my uncle.
Hey?
Stephen Corner's my uncle.
Very good man yourself.
So did he, Stephen. And I must give a shout out to my Granny Agnes too, 'cause she'll be listening. So
Your granny?
to my Granny Agnes.
Give him the camera there, look, camera 2. She's probably waving the radio now. But anyway, no, what this year are you doing like anything planned for the summer festivals or anything, or?
Well, we've applied for stand-off, so hopefully we get back this.
So I don't only buy a ticket, it's really dear, like, so I'd rather just get a free pass.
You have to apply to that, is that the way it works now?
It's a great wee spot as well,
Without a
too.
doubt, without a doubt, it's brilliant. And it's going from strength to strength.
And what they're
every
doing
year.
for local music is brilliant, you know, so it'll be great to, hopefully.
Because what I like about Stendhal, it's not all about big names. You know, it's
giving a platform, really, isn't it? You know,
and you can go down there in the caravan, sit all weekend, and the music you get, like, you know,
brilliant,
for nothing.
Fantastic.
For nothing. Right, lads, we'd love to get another piece of music. This time again, what's
next?
Make My Day.
Oh, Make My Day.
Make My Day.
This one's a Beatles inspired one, would you say?
Who is the Beatles song? No,
it's
a Beatles inspired.
It does have a same titles.
My microphone lost its head.
It's all right. Don't worry, go on, you down, reach down there. Shane, don't worry. You're all right. Take your time. There now. One of the heads fell off the microphone there.
There's always on.
Oh, you said you bang it there now, Ryan. Good man yourself. That's it there now. That's perfect.
There we go.
Sinead Ward said, "Brilliant, Ryan Ward and band."
Sinead's make all more.
Camera 1 again. Right, lads, whenever you're ready.
Up one.
Yes.
There you go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
trying to say. Even if I wasn't, I wouldn't listen anyway. There's one or two things I should get off of my mind. Should I stay or should I leave it all behind? Just give me a minute, let me put up a fight. Say what you wanna, 'cause I know that you are wrong and I am right. And if you wanna, you can have it your way. Just come back tomorrow and make my day. All these days seem to be folding into one. I wish that I could drive my car into the sun. All these memories are trying to weigh me down. Need to find a way to get out of this town. Just give me a minute, let me put up a fight. Say what you wanna, 'cause I know that you are wrong and I am right. And if you wanna, you can have it your way. Come back tomorrow and make my day. Just give me a minute, let me put up a fight. Say what you wanna, 'cause I know that you are wrong and I am right. And if you wanna, you can have it your way. Come back tomorrow and make my day. Have it your way now.
Yeah. Brilliant. Do you know what? I just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Really
Very
enjoy.
much.
Do you know what? A kind of band I would love to go and hear live. You know what I mean? If you're free tickets, that is. So tell us. By the way, Connell, I'm not taking away from the other two lads, but your guitar playing is class. I'm just watching.
Thank you, man, thank you.
Well, is that an old guitar?
This is a 1972 copy.
Wow, a copy.
It's a copy. Like I have a Gibson, one that cost me a fortune, and I got this one for like less than £100 in a pawn shop.
No way.
And it's like I looked it all up, and it's like, as I say, I'm over 50-year-old, and it just sings. It's less is more sometimes in terms of
but
it works.
It works brilliantly. Because there's to me, and I don't know a lot about guitar, but there's a unique sound off that I like. You know.
And it's partly to do with Shane's big fancy amp as well too. You know,
brilliant! Really class, man. I have to say. See the lineup of the band there. So I know you're in two acoustic guitars. Have you a bass and the drums? Is that the way?
Keel is our bass player.
Keel's a fantastic. He's a lead guitar player, by Trey, but he's fantastic musician. Just
Brian McCluskey's our drummer.
Excellent.
Shout out to you lads. Who's your listening?
Seamus Mala says, glad I tuned in tonight. Well done.
Seamus.
And Alistair Hay said, you're sounding great, lads. You know Alistair from Emerald Guitars? You said you're sounding great.
Need a couple more lefties there.
I have a lefty.
You a lefty?
I am a lefty. Aye.
As Decky says, you'll have to do a stock tick when we leave here. Right?
Very good. You stealing out of here, you're good. They're not worth stealing. No, hey. Now, people want to get in touch with these lads. Where are you? What platforms are you on?
Facebook and Instagram.
What's the...
Who make a TikTok?
What do you call them? Is it At The Mara Band?
At The Mara Band,
something like that. You'll find us anyway. There's not many bands called The Mara.
No.
There is an Australian rapper though, so we'll have to...
Is there?
That's right, there's a boy.
We'll have to set all copyright there.
Is his family from Derry originally?
Let's get that slushers involved.
Brilliant. No, I really, there's a class, unique sound off his place. I genuinely mean that now, and delighted you came up.
A month ago they released their second single, Masterpiece. If any came people out there when they stream it.
Right, where's it on? All the platforms?
All of them, like Spotify, Apple Music.
It's on.
Is it on Spotify as well?
Spotify, Apple Music.
We'll have to get a copy up here, Jim, and get it on the system, won't we? Yeah, you can email it to us, and then we will get it put on the system so we can play away at it here ourselves and share it with the world. That's what it's all about. Right, are your plans for an album or anything? No.
Well, it's the material's all there. It's more so how to go about that, you know.
And there's an expense element there too.
That's like
I think the goal is one song a month for the rest of the year.
Just
it's more or less an album, but that's sort of the way we want to do it.
Put it out as singles.
That's a plan. That seems to be the best way to get.
A lot of people are doing that, you know. A lot of people are doing that now, putting it out as singles, and then you know what I mean. It's keeping your name relevant all the time.
That's it.
It's hard to know because you know the CDs have sort of nearly out now, and you know it's just hard to know what platform to go on. You know,
people don't really sit and listen to like a CD at length anymore. Or you know, it's.
I have to get into my van. That's only CD player I have. People see me driving round to the van. It's just mad. I'm listening to music. I'm listening to CDs in my van. That's what that's.
Here's your man going again.
There he is again. I'm listening to that Egypt and the music blasting again. Hey, I just want to say, lads, thanks very much for coming up. It's been an absolute delight having you here.
Thanks for having us.
Your music's amazing. Make no mistake about that. And long may it continue. And you can only go from strength to strength. And I hope you get good news for Stendhal because that's what it's all about. New local music, and we would love to get a final track from you.
No worries.
Right, this one we literally just rehearsed this before we came up and all. This
is a brand new one.
Brand new.
It's called Get Up.
Any mistakes?
They put this guitar in.
Any mistakes? It's Shane's fault for me.
That's when you does. You know the chords it. So we'll get out.
What is that chords again?
Don't be doing that.
Whenever you're ready, lad. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you very much, lads.
Wow.
Out in the open sun, it's not for everyone. I cannot be the one you want. I do not shine that light. I cannot fight this fight. I got to turn this on. So tell me now what you think it's all about. Get up, get up, get out of bed. Sun's in the sky and the rain is fled. My love for you will never fade away. Get up and fix your head. Forget about all the things you read. My love for you will always stay the same. My God, I'm holding on. You are the only one. My hands are tied behind my head. I wrote the book on love. I cannot get enough. We've got to turn this on. So tell me now what you think it's all about. Get up, get up, get out. sun's in the sky and the rain has fled. My love for you will never fade away. Get up and fix your head. Forget about all the things you read. My love for you will always stay the same. Get up, get out of bed. Sun's in the sky and the rain has fled. My love for you will always be the same. Get up and fix your head. Forget about all the things you read. My love for you will never fade away.
Absolutely brilliant. First time played, lads.
We luckily up in there before we left.
Pure class. Genuinely now, top class.
My hands are cramping up there.
Listen, Shane and Ryan and Connell from the band The Mara, thank you very much indeed.
Cheers, lads, our pleasure.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure sitting here listening to that, and long may it last. Best of luck, lads. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Aconite
Actually got him up. That's Danny McGillivray. How you keeping?
Hi, Paul. Thank you very much. I'm gone. Thank you.
That's good. I have to give you that because you left that behind about 4 years ago.
My God. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
You had wee songs and stuff written, and you said to me, God, I wouldn't want to lose it. Holy God, the next thing you left it behind. And I haven't, but I kept it, and I said, we'll definitely get this, man. Like, but it's great to see you.
Thank you very much,
You're
Paul.
welcome back.
Same here. It's nice to be back, yeah.
It's lovely. When was the last time? Was it before?
2019, I think.
Was it?
Yeah.
Before the COVID carry on, like?
I think it was, aye.
And how's life been?
Fine, I'm keeping busy, Paul. And still playing here and there, and doing a lot of teaching in the community. Because of what I do, creatively. From the musical point of view, I play 6 different instruments, Paul, and I'm teaching most of them.
Do you, Johnny?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But
what do you play?
I play guitar. I play mandolin. I play banjo. I play fiddle. Play baron, and I play whistles. and then apart from that, because I do so much writing, Paul, I love to write the songs, I love to write the poetry, but every different aspects of stuff, And so I'm out in the community teaching creative writing, and then with that as well, Paul, I paint and I sketch, so I'm out teaching that as well.
What you busy, man?
I don't stop. It's lovely. I love it.
The artist work. Have you been doing that for a long time?
The as in sketching and painting.
Yes.
Oh God.
Is it oil or what?
Oils. If it's paint, I work with oils. I love the oils. They're so rugged. I really enjoy the oils.
My dad was a great oil.
Lovely. They're lovely. So they are. But the sketching, that's a different thing entirely too. It's just.
He was a great sketcher as well.
It's a great gift. Lovely. It is indeed. I love it. Yeah.
And you share that with the community.
I do indeed. Yeah. They see the community hubs, the community centres. They would ring me and say to me, Donny, look, could you come give us so many weeks, and maybe 4 weeks of this, or maybe 5 weeks, or maybe 10 weeks. It all depends on what they want.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And what were you by trade, Donny?
By trade?
Musician.
No. I was a bricklayer, believe it or not.
She's like myself.
Well, I was a bricklayer.
Oh, yeah.
But as a job, I don't think anybody would have liked bricklaying, to be quite honest with you. It wasn't a nice job,
I'd done it for 30 years. And it wasn't so much the hard work, it was some of the people you were working for.
Yes, exactly.
They weren't happy with a bit of sweat running down your face, they wanted blood.
After that, then I went into, I gave that a miss then, maybe after so many years as well. And a couple of factories, and I ended up in the school doing caretaker,
Aye.
So then I retired then, so,
And I'll say, if you're out in a trial now, 2 days would do that much money about, hey?
What?
It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
But I wouldn't thank you for it again now.
No thanks, no, I agree, Paul, wholeheartedly,
I have my time weighed now, to be honest.
No, give me my guitar and my pen now, Paul. That's me, I'm happy at that.
And that's a nice way to be.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to get into a piece of music first, and then we'll talk more, because, as I say, I'm delighted to have you up here again.
Yeah, thank you.
And sharing your stories and your music with us.
Yeah.
The first song you're going to do for us, Danny?
Well, Paul, as I said, there's always a story,
Aye.
So I'm someone that loves to write, contemporary sort of love tangle songs, Paul.
Aye.
I mean, in those songs, I would sometimes use Ireland, bits of Europe, America, people like that, things like that.
Yes.
But the first song I'm going to sing, believe it or not, Paul, is a song that I wrote a number of years ago, and I remember playing a gig in Rathmullen.
Aye.
And funny enough, it's funny because Donegal is a place that I love. It's in my heart, Paul.
Aye.
Without keeping you.
You're not keeping me one, but you just...
And because my relations are from Donegal.
Aye.
My great-grandfather was from beside Rathmullen.
Oh, great.
And, but anyway, Rathmullen, as I want to just mention, I was playing a gig in Rathmullen in the pub, and it was a September night. And it was a lovely sort of warm September night, Paul. And I took a break. So you do 2 hours, so I took a break. And I said, I must wander out to see what, down the pier. So I wandered down the pier in Rathmullen, Paul, and I got to the bottom of the pier. There's a few boats about, right? And there was this beautiful, warm, soft, light rain, right?
I get it.
And I happened to look down in the water, and there was this lady standing on a boat, making her way to come up the wee metal ladders, as they call them, to go up onto the pier. And the lady just blew me away. She was so beautiful. She blew me away, and I thought to myself, here, I actually gave her a hand to come up onto the pier from the ladder, and she thanked me, and away she went and disappeared out of sight. So, Paul, when we've been writing, it stuck in my head. So what I did when I got home, Paul, I wrote this song, and you call it September Rain. And this is the one I'm going to do now.
Thank you.
So it's just the idea of seeing her, and sort of kicked me off, and I've sort of made a wee love song out of it, you know.
Brilliant. Well, listen,
so it's called September Rain, Paul.
Brilliant, Danny.
Right.
Whenever you're ready.
There you stood by your own on a boat nestled by the pier. Your face like an angel reflecting on the water clear. And echoes wave across my mind, fade and pass into the night, to emerge in September rain. September rain, September rain, to emerge in September rain. Like dark shadows by your side on many waves of fantasy, like a fragment, forgotten time, haunt you endlessly. Carved deep in your troubled mind, twist, turn and disappear. Disappear in September rain. September rain. September rain. Disappear in September rain. I've never tried to hold you down, tried with you to reason, 'cause I just want your love to share without answered the questions. Those promises you swore to keep are gone and lost forever. Forever in September rain. September rain. September rain. Forever in September rain. Only you can replace the love once strong between you and me. Let's not pretend it's gone astray, for it's in your wisdom to see. If somehow you could swallow your pride, take my hand and walk with me in warm September rain. September rain. September rain. In warm September rain.
Yes, brilliant, Danny. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
That's
Well
the
done.
story of September rain, I'm afraid.
And it's nice to get the background to it too as well.
thank
how,
you.
How long ago was that you wrote that, Danny? Do you
Oh,
think, roughly?
Before COVID.
Ah, there you go. Are you still writing on a regular basis? Or?
I never stop writing, Paul. It's 24/7. Honestly, if I'm not writing songs, I'm writing poetry. If I'm not writing poetry, I'm writing short stories. And if I'm not writing short stories, I'm writing plays.
Come here. Do you find it therapeutical? Like, is that what?
Absolutely brilliant. Do you know, I went through a bad time, Paul. I don't want to go into it, you know.
Oh, you're all right.
I went through a bad time, and I always said to people, you know, when I come through the other side of it, that the music kept me breathing. You know, absolutely fantastic. You know, when it does, it's very therapeutic. It's fantastic, and I love it. You know,
we you know, when you're talking to a lot of singer songwriters up here, you find a lot of people, their music changes, different styles, different times.
Yes.
And it's because, you know, maybe something going on in their life.
Yes.
And it's like a counselling thing. They get it. They express it out through the music.
Yes.
And it seems to be like it seems to be like a weight off their shoulders kind of thing. You know, I find that with a lot of people they write. You know, it's a counselling service, and you really like, you know what I mean. And I think it's brilliant that music can do that.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, that's correct, Paul. It's like the devil, Paul, with me. You know, I don't give up like him. He doesn't give up. I'm the same. I just keep working away.
Come here, you give me a book here.
Yes, Paul.
Poems and photography, The Naked Spine.
Yeah.
And there's a load of poems in it. And
Yes.
I'm looking forward to having
I would love to recite one or two, Paul. Thank you.
You'll certainly do that.
And the book actually is all poems on Donegal.
Yes,
And photographs in Donegal.
I've seen that
I done.
Danny McGillivray is here, and we're going to get another track where we're going to get a bit of poetry as well, which we love, and it's on the way after this break. Don't go away.
In 1869, a dreadful new statistic was born in Ireland, the world's first road death. Since then, thousands of our loved ones have been added to the list of people who have lost their lives on our roads. That list of names does not have to keep growing, because together we can bring an end to road deaths, starting now. Make life-saving changes today and you will help Ireland achieve Vision Zero. No road deaths or serious injuries by 2050. Learn more at rsa.ie.
With everything from pedal and electric ride-ons to go-karts and scooters, there's loads of fun guaranteed all year round at Tinny's Toys in Letterkenny. If you have a kid's birthday coming up, see the great choice at Tinny's Toys to make it extra special. Visit Tinny's Toys on Leck Road, Letterkenny, or shop online for express delivery at tinnystoys.com. Tinny's Toys, with so much more than just farm toys.
Tá rialtas na hÉireann na cuimhnimh ar cheithre ócáid déag nua idir rugby, soccer agus cluichí gaeilge a chuir le lista imeachtaí sport saor chrailta ar Hellfish Trastíre. I measc na imeachtaí atá san áireamh don saor chraile tá 9 imeacht sport na man, cluichí carú canis na hÉireann na bhar agus chraile beo ar chluichí na hÉireann i gomórtas rugby na bhars na sé náisiún. Tá cordúcháin poiblí ar lína oscailte le go méid do glór san áireamh. Té go gov.ie /free-to-air le páirte ghlacha ribh de Mart an 7 lás 5 de bhí feabhra. Ar na thuirtcút ag rialtas na
Hi, welcome back. As I said, Danny, the poetry. You know, how do you determine between if you're going to write? Do you say no? I'm going to write a poem or I'm going to write a song? How do you determine between that?
You know, I can give you maybe a half an answer for that. You know, I always say that a poem is meant for the eye, while the lyric is meant for the ear.
Yes.
And it makes sense, Paul.
Yes.
You know,
yes, I get you.
But see, Paul, me being, I was mad heavy into photography.
Yes.
And I love the landscape. And I have Donegal photographed out, Paul. I don't know where else to go now in Donegal to take photographs. And this is a book here that I have got out called The Naked Spine.
When did you? When was that published? On
about 3 years ago, 2 years ago. But and it's all poems on Donegal, and each poem relates to a photograph that's in the book on the page.
Seen that?
You know, you have the photograph and you have the poem.
Yes.
And the poem relates to the building or the place or whatever it is.
Would you do one of them for us now?
I would love to, Paul. Is that okay?
Oh, cheapers.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome,
Danny.
Thank
I'll pick one out, sure, maybe. Let's see.
You take your time.
Would you mind if I read one on Dunlewy Church?
Brilliant.
Beautiful place, Paul.
Oh, it's gorgeous, I know.
So this is simply called Dunlewy Church.
Right.
Nestling among the gorse and fern stands a lifeless beauty alone. In a sacred place of solace with idle rocks of aging stone. Deep within her crumbling walls, lamenting voices utter in sad despair. No velvet ringing of tower bells, just echoes of spirit in lonely prayer. On the soil where once angels tread are Dunlewy's scented flowers in bloom, and where mists on distant dreamy hills lie absorbed in subtle gloom. Chirping swallows dart and glide and disappear in the cold sunlight, like a quiet breath in a sullen wind, to rest in the ghostly towers of white. The warm blue uplifting sky reflects her shadow upon the lake. By gentle lapping of clear water, from shallow sleep will soon awake.
Oh.
Dunleary Church. Thank you very
brilliant.
much. Thank you, Paul.
Brilliant. Do you know, we don't get poetry up here much. We don't, and you know, if there's anyone listening in and they feel, you know, they have poetry written, they fancy coming up some night, they share it. I think it's equally important. It's equally important that they share it. Don't be keeping it for yourself, and get in touch with us, and you're more than welcome.
See, Paul, but you know, challenging stories like what do we say? Loss, grief, humour, and fun. Appreciate your friends and what they mean to you. You know, this is poetry, Paul. I'm talking just here about choose a friend or a group of friends that you want to write about. Choose a form of style or of poem. Landscape, sea, sky, you know, even the old barn gate. It's all there to be written about, Paul. Everything. You know, people. I mean, don't worry about, you know, grammar or spelling at first. Just focusing about getting your ideas and your emotions on paper. And then you can revise and edit your poem or poems and be prepared for the reactions and feedback. You might be surprised. You know, touched or even moved to tears by your poetry.
You can.
You know, and that's the way I'm looking at it, Paul. You know, it's beautiful. I love it. You know, I just love it.
Of course, and you know, you can see it in you. I think obviously you have a creative mind when you know you can create art, you can create poetry.
See,
and that's a gift.
Yeah. See, inspiration, Paul. You know, inspiration is it's like it's filled with enthusiasm. You know, and if you take, you know, someone or something, you know, that may say something or do something, it gives you a creative sort of something to write about. You know, and
I know.
You just don't know. You mean what people?
How long, you know, have you been writing, Danny?
I've been writing from I was in school. Yeah.
Wow.
When I was at school, before I left school, I was writing wee bits of things, you know, when I was young, and they would be first on the wall, you know, in school. You know, like a wee short poem or a wee short story or a painting on the wall. But for years, Paul, I've been writing, and I write 24/7, Paul. I was writing today before I come up here. So that.
Is that the only poetry book you've written?
No, there's another one.
Is there another one?
On the city. Same sort of book, you know, on the city, Paul. But, you know, the one I've done on the city is just not finished yet, you know, on Derry. Like, you know, and once I get that finished too, then, you know, but
if people want to get that book, Danny,
well, Paul, do you know this here, because of the COVID and all, you know, and I took a back step, you know, I mean, I have some copies at home, but there's none in the shops, Paul. Unfortunately, there's not, you know, but I am looking again, Paul, getting this one done again and the one in the city done again, and then they could go on. Maybe we can come up when I get them all done and get a wee chat.
Danny, you're more than welcome. As I say, you have a creative mind, and there's a gift, and it's lovely to share it with us.
Thank you.
And the listeners, because I have no doubt, you know, people love. I love non-complicated poetry. You know, there's stuff that you're going to read and you're going, and you just haven't a clue what that's on about. You know, it takes me. But that, you can relate to all that, you know.
You see, some poetry, you know, doesn't rhyme. Doesn't have to rhyme.
I don't think it has to.
Poetry doesn't have to rhyme. No. Where lyrics, you know, you'll find that they'll rhyme all the time. You know,
well, if you can catch the story, if you can, you know, if you can take your mind on it, and you've got good, because of what you're saying, you're on about Dunleary Chapel there.
Yeah.
It's something then that clicks in my head, because I know, you know, we all know it.
Yes, you know
so
it.
As you're reading that,
you can see it.
I can see it. You know,
people can see it. Yeah,
that's good. Come here, another wee song.
Oh,
you have an album here. Sorry,
Paul.
The Change in Light.
Yeah.
How many albums have you released?
2.
and obviously these are all your own songs.
That's the last one. Yes, that's all my own material on there, Paul.
And where was that recorded in, Donny?
That was recorded in a very good friend of mine's recording studio, Paul. He was up here with you before, Brian. Beechwood Recording Studios in the city. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. So that was recorded. That's good. And there's some fine artists on there playing too as well from the city. You know, I really was lucky to get them. You know.
Oh, they helped you out in that?
Playing on the CD. Yeah.
Well, come here. The next wee song you're going to do first.
Yeah, this song here, Paul, is again, it's a sort of like, you know, we love tangle song. And you know, it's a song called Love Sweet Song. So what it basically is, I'll keep it very short. and introducing it. It's about love's comfort in a song.
Excellent.
That's all I'm saying.
We'd love to hear it.
Thank you very
Whenever
much.
you're ready.
Okay, thank you. All the words I write, all the songs I sing, shall rest in your heart. And all the love they bring, and all these words you'll find, you're wishing love's sweet song. I feel the warmth of your breath, see the light in your eye, like a candle it shines. All the words from your heart brings a love that grows strong, a love that grows strong. Somewhere in my heart is where you belong. Somewhere in my heart is love's sweet song. While the fiddle plays a melody, summer fly dance in the sun, while the poet writes confusing rhymes, sure all your dreams could fall, then quickly twist and turn with the siege of love's sweet song. Somewhere in my heart is where you belong. Somewhere in my heart is love's sweet song. Like a feather in a storm, deep down in your soul, like the never-ending dreams that shall arise with the dawn, to emerge in love's sweet song, love's sweet song. Somewhere in my heart is where you belong. Somewhere in my heart is a love's sweet song, love's sweet song, song, love's sweet song. Love's sweet song.
Yes, Tommy. Yeah. Sorry
Well,
for
thank you
sorry
very
for
much.
coming on there a bit early with the clapping, but come here.
I've heard it all before, clapping.
Well,
Some
it's
people
good,
never
it's
clap.
good. Well, it's nice.
Thank you very much.
Totally appreciate it, let me tell you. And I think Brian McMonigal sums it up rightly here in the sleeve notes in your album. The manner of expressing his talent and to appreciate it is to just sit back and listen. His mastery of poetic metre lend beautifully to the music. People who hear him and his work for the first time shall no doubt be impressed with both his songs and his music set out in a template invites listeners into a world of its own making, and that couldn't be said better. And nice words,
thank
nice
you,
words,
Paul.
because
Thank
it you know, what you're I think all this stuff should be put out, Danny, and let people hear it and see it.
I know, Paul, it's laziness with me, honestly.
I don't think you have the time, and that's
it's probably on. I disagree with that now.
We're going for a quick ad break. We'll be back with more. Don't go away.
For new perspectives and a fresh vision, join me, Greg Hughes, on the 9 till noon show every Thursday at 10:15 for your voice, your community.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing. Wow, that was a quick flight. Never mind. Bondi Beach, Barrier Reef, here we come. Holiday of a lifetime. Can't wait.
Me neither.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll shortly be landing in Austria.
Austria? We're supposed to be going to Australia. Oh, what have you done?
I
should have gone to Specsavers. Book an eye test online.
Does anyone have any long trousers I could borrow?
I've only got a bikini, Andy.
I'm making a move. Looking for real choice? Leave diesel behind and make the move to Toyota Hybrid Electric at Kelly's Toyota Letterkenny and Mount Charles. World-leading hybrid electric technology, lower emissions driving, with the widest choice of hybrid electric models from Ireland's best-selling car brand. With flexible payment options available, make the move today at Kelly's Toyota Letterkenny and Mount Charles. Toyota, built for a better world.
10 minutes in front of 10 o'clock on a Monday night. Don't forget, coming up after us, the man with the golden year, Aidan Murphy. He'll look after you between 10 and 12 as always, and always enjoy the music and down the road. Trying to guess what I always get it right, but he never tells people that because I always text on. I never even got an angel or a muppet or not. But come here, Danny McGillivray has been with us, and as I say, Danny, I'm going to tell you genuinely, you're one of these people that your name's always in the back of my head, and I always said we have to get you back up again, and I'm delighted, genuinely delighted that you have agreed to come up, because I know getting up here you need transport, and
I know, Paul. But I really appreciate it, Paul. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Not as much as we do, and it's lovely.
I love coming up, Paul. I love Donegal and Highland Radio. You know.
Well, as I say, if you're bringing out a book on poetry about Derry and stuff, and you're launching it, well, the door's open here.
Thank
just
you
get
very
in touch,
much. That's lovely.
And we'll come up. The final song, Danny, if you don't mind. This one you're going to do for us is.
This is a song that I wrote just recently. And I've been performing it in a few places that I played in, and I seem to get requested a wee bit, you know.
That's good.
Again and again.
Very nice.
But I'll tell you the story of it, Paul, if you don't mind it very briefly.
No, go on ahead.
It's a song titled Summer in Chicago. And it's a song about the tail end of the conflict in the north, when a young Derry man left the city and went away to America, and he went to Chicago. And he found work in Chicago off the Chicago River, close to a big place called the Magnificent Mile, where he worked. And on the Magnificent Mile, at the top of the Magnificent Mile, there was a pub called Lizzie McNeil's where he spent most of his time. But in living in America for a short period or whatever, he missed home. And he was longing to get back home again, probably like every Irishman, lady does, you know.
Of course.
But so in around there's a place too called the Lake Shore, where it's a beautiful, Paul, too. You know, this is mentioned in the song. These places are mentioned in the song, you know. Nice. But this is him thinking about, you know, wanting to be back home again, you know. Great. It's called Summer in Chicago.
Whenever you're ready, Danny. We'd love to hear it. Thank you.
Thank you. Down the busy mile of Chicago, on a bar stool in Lizzie McNeil's, my thoughts got lost in a cool pint of beer, as the music played out jigs and reels. There were beautiful girls and young lovers, breathing in the summer soft air. Never could I find peace in my heart when I left my land in sorrow and despair. Oh, I thought I should have stayed at home
where the foul waters flow. For I cried and sighed both day and night in the burning heat of summer in Chicago. Summer in Chicago. Summer in Chicago. Summer in Chicago. While walking the tranquil sands of Lake Shore, heartfelt pain, it cuts through me, soaking up the warm evening sun. My poor mother's sad eyes I could see. Her aching heart I've never forgot. The blood ran through war-torn streets, among streaming tears and dreams of hope. This tide of bloodshed would cease. Out the window of Lizzie's I stared down the mile, knowing in my heart where I wanna go. With this cool pint of beer I drown in my tears, far from my home, with the summer in Chicago. Summer in Chicago. Summer in Chicago. Summer in Chicago. 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 Summer in Chicago. Yes, Danny. Oh, beautiful. That's no wonder you're asked for that a lot.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Well written. Hey, where can people get you, Danny? Are you playing gigging or are you?
I'm gigging, but not gigging as much